Hey there everyone. Before this video you should have seen a channel update video. If you have not, please check that out. It has some fun snorkeling footage from my vacation and also talks about Twitch. If you don't have time to watch both tonight, I completely understand. The channel update is slightly shorter, but once again, if you just want to watch this instead, I'll kind of fill you in on a few of the things I said within it. Now before I get started, I am going to do some spoiler warnings here. It looks like I'm pretty much getting forced to do boss fights. And I feel like I'm more geared to take down the Prophet than I am... No, actually we're going to take down the Flesh here. So I'm going to build up my party to take down the Flesh. I'm going to continue talking now. Yeah, that update has channel about Twitch, which will be September 13th. That's a Friday, Friday 13th, spooky. It has, sorry, just making sure I get everything down here. I'm not going to have a healer, which is an issue. Second row Hound Master. Yeah, we're going to make him second row Hound. Nope. We're just going to try to, oh no, sorry about this. I thought I had more Vestals. I totally do, right? Or is she just getting... Ooh, okay, that's going to be tough. I'm going to have to go with an Occultist. Not exactly what I like to see, but it's what we got. Yes, so that channel update video is going to have Twitch dates. 15th September, 15th September, 13th September, that's a Friday, Saturday. Friday's going to go 7 to 9. Sunday's going to go 5 to 7. Those aren't exact. I mean, they might go a little more, a little less. Really depends on how many people are there, if you guys want to see more. If only like 5 people show up, I'm probably just going to do 2 hours. But if I gain more people, we're having a good conversation, things are flowing. The biggest thing is if I have enough, just free, non-interrupted audio time. Because those blocks are essentially reserved right now, I'll call them. Pretty sure my wife's out for those times, or at least will be somewhere else in the house, so they're pretty much all there for me. I'm going to stop talking if you want to listen to this, and I'll resume.
Only failure and disappointment. Progress was halting, and the rapidly accumulating surplus of wasted flesh had become burdensome.
Alright, so yeah, the Flesh. Fun boss. Once again, before I start talking, we're going to do our room thing. So 3, 4 should be right up in that corner. Pretty easy, especially when you get a square. I'm actually going to head back in and try to get a scout here, because a double scout will essentially show exactly what I'm talking about. It's a pretty low chance, but we're going to go for it. But yeah, so those are going to be the Twitch times. And that's pretty much it. I just talk about, I give out a little bit of my... what I want to call it, not gracious, that's not the word, gratitude, that is the word, for all my subscribers. Again, where you guys watch from, the fact that you do watch, you comment on a regular basis, you like. It's a really nice community here. I'm really happy with what all you guys do, and I just want to continue that on Twitch. Oh, I also mentioned that I believe YouTube has now given me the possibility to start polls. I thought when I was first looking at YouTube it was 10,000. Maybe I misread, or maybe YouTube's like, 10,000. Hardly anyone reaches 10,000 subscribers. I believe it's a lower percentage, because it's pretty tough to reach 10,000 subscribers, as I think in like a year and a month I've only hit 1,000. Now, not to say that exactly other people are that slow. Certain people have more success, but that's a different topic. But regardless, I'm going to try to be putting out a poll, and it's going to be with the Twitch times. I just want to kind of get an idea of like what percentage of people like the one date over the other. If you're in Europe, I know both of those times aren't exactly the best for you. Don't worry, I do actually one day want to have more of a Twitch stream if you're in a different time zone. And when I mean different time zone, I am talking difference of 8 to 10 hours. So it might be a little weird of a time for me, but I really don't mind waking up early on a weekend or something and trying a 2 to 3 hour stream. There we go, words. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I want to get everyone involved. I don't want people to be not penalized, but excluded for the fact that you're just in a different time zone. I don't think that's really fair, and it shouldn't really inconvenience me either, so I think we can make all this work. I am going to stun the Wretch, because once again, diseases, we don't like diseases. The stress damage on the drummer is practically nothing, therefore I don't care. And with that being said, I'm actually going to try to reduce the accuracy of the chopper here. They have fairly high blight resistances, and the reason why I didn't hit the brawler is because of that massive damage on the leper. I figured I could one-shot, therefore I was really trying to set up onto the chopper. It's okay, it didn't happen. I didn't stun the chopper or plague grenade the chopper because I'm about to be pulling him with the occultist here, and it's going to clear all the bodies, so he'll be right in range of everyone else. Now with that bleed damage and actually with my plague grenades, we are going to kill him now. And I'm not going to bother pulling him. I'm just going to try to stun the chopper here so he doesn't do too much more. That's a nice critical. Sorry, my nose is like still a little runny, so if I keep bumping the mic a little bit, you might hear some slight disruption. Hopefully that ends rather soon, but I'm going to try to watch out for the mic. This fight was actually pretty good. It had the capability of having a lot of stress damage, and especially physical, but due to some decent RNG and a surprise, we managed to take out the stress damage dealer first, the second damage dealer, and then we took out the third one in the chopper, stress damage dealer. And then we worked our way to the choppers. Choppers can be pretty annoying, but the brawler I think can be a little more consistent in damage. And also I knew I could one-shot the brawler, which made him a much more intriguing target to focus. Sacrificial stones are pure RNG chances. I actually just looked this up recently. If you want to avoid spoilers, just skip ahead like 20 seconds here. 50% chance for stress, 25% chance to remove a negative quirk, and then it's like 12.5 or something to get like another random thing. I'm going to try to take as many fights as possible to get money and stuff, and also just to show you guys some fighting. I regret my decision immediately with those Fusiliers in the background. We are going to try to pull Fusilier number 1 forward. See how much helpful that would have been if I could have pulled him? And the only reason why this Fusilier fight is really dangerous is because it's AoE damage, which I cannot heal with an occultist very well. And they're all going before me as well, which does not help. So I'm actually going to Plague Grenade and then Hound's Harry in an attempt to kill the one Fusilier. I could have stunned him, but I don't know if that was the best thing in my interest right now. And I don't think he's actually going to die. 4, 5, 5. No, he dies. Okay. And then we're going to pick one of these poor souls. I guess we'll pick him. There we go. That should be... So we're only going to have 2 guys next. And perfect. Fusiliers are dead. No more damage coming in that way. I am actually going to stun him up. Well, it's an interesting situation because I wanted to heal, but I also didn't want him going again because he was going to hit both of these guys. So in the best interest of all my HP, I think it was actually best to stun and then just take the 1 HP. And then I can Psalm Anemone. Now he's good. If the occultist gets to go again, we can pick one of these 2 people, probably the Houndmaster, and then we'll be fine. But we do need to kill him off soon. I'm just trying to think. I hope we get to go before he does. May not even be enough damage. Not even enough damage. Oh, perfect. There we go. Now he's dead. I was getting a little worried because he's gonna go to. He's gonna get to go before my leper. Nice dodge there. We're gonna get rid of that. Actually, I probably should have kept that. The boss can do blight, but oh well. Alright, and we also just talked about this in a comment I did for someone. These remove negative quirks. Now, I believe you're the occultist I want to keep, I think. Are you? Well, you are now, because I just wasted a decent amount of gold getting you back to... Okay, not a decent amount of gold in the sense that costs a lot, but it's a pretty good investment just to get rid of them, because getting rid of one of those locked-in quirks is rather expensive. So that's what I meant by, like, I invested in him. I'm also going to check my map, make sure I didn't count my rooms wrong. I haven't. Okay. We are actually going to pull the Wretch forward just to get him in range of a couple of other attacks. We don't want him going much. There's a nice critical right there. The next is going to be that slasher. So if I do 2 damage, this does 6. Oh, only does 5. It might be worth it just to stun the back row. Yeah, I think it's worth it to stun the back row, reduce some of that stress I take. And then I'm just going to follow up with a... Yeah, then I'm going to follow up with 1 attack on... Oh, he moved. Well, that's a rip drummer. We're going to have these... Oh, shoot. She's going to need a heal, yeah. So heal, attack with Houndmaster. Okay. Yeah, we got this. This is fine. Yeah, Houndmaster 6 will die next turn if it bleeds. Alright, fair enough. And now it's all about the chopper. The chopper can hit a little bit. I just don't want more of those ball and chain stuns for 2 reasons. A, the damage and the stress obviously, but B, depending who he hits, will also take away my ability to heal. The leper is showing his... Oh, 1 HP. Okay. Back-to-back show-offs of how the occultist and leper both have weaknesses. I'm actually going to cry havoc. I'm going to milk these last 2 guys out. Try to get 1 more heal in there. There we go. Yeah, try to get 1 more heal. I say he's going to die off, so that's pretty good. I'm not even going to Noxious Blast. I'm just going to try to... Well, it's not worth it. Hopefully that goes off. It does. He'll be dead in 2 turns. I think I'll leave him alive. This will definitely be a heal, just in case I would have gotten a critical. This is more missing 6 crit. I mean, it gets rid of stress, but would have preferred to see a little more HP. That's not enough stress to reduce, so we're actually going to attack and just finish this. And then we're going to head right into a campfire here because boss. Excellent. So let's campfire up. I'm going to eat just 10 food just to try to clear a item slot faster because I am picking up a lot of stuff here. And does my cultist have... No, my cultist doesn't have any trinkets, so I'm actually going to equip that just so it can have he can have a better chance to move. Currently, I don't have enough gold, and currently I don't really care about the blood all that much. We're going to prevent a nighttime ambush. I think I might do that 10 stress across the party. It's pretty good. But we are going to make sure we can do reflection first. Yeah. Healing received is going to be pretty good. No one has blight or disease. Okay, so I think we're going to do therapy dog. And then I'll also do that. I'm not real fond of the blooded shroud. But if he doesn't have to, like, take any bandages or stuff like that, that's actually a pretty good win. So if I can use all my bandages on other people and not worry. Some pretty good loot here. We can actually get rid of that. Add that torch. I really want to keep that and also the journal page, so I think I'm going to get rid of that jade. Make sure Houndmaster, there we go, diffuses that. And now... we're going to do a torch. We are going to plug these guys up with holy waters. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. That's actually a terrible first change. There's no hearts, therefore, well, it may not be terrible actually. And the reason why it may not be the most terrible is because I can actually take that 1 turn. Are these guys stuns? These guys stuns realist. So usually I would play grenade, but I am actually going to take the opportunity to get 2 stuns off, and then I'll start my DOT. Just because that first round was a little rough, and I don't really want to start off missing that much HP and having the back rows to do that much damage again. If he gets stunned, that's actually a huge issue. Good. And I'm actually going to buff right here and hoping a heart is going to fall within the first position here on the change. Ooh, okay. I knew going into this the leper wasn't the best choice, but I didn't have exactly the party I wanted, and I wanted to do it, and that's a lot of resist on those bleeds. That's going to be a pretty big issue because you really need to depend on DOT in this fight. But we're going to have to make do with what we have right now. I can play grenade now, which is nice. Doesn't do any upfront damage, but obviously that DOT is going to be good. I can still do 7 to 14. 12's pretty good. You figure that's a tenth of the HP pool in one hit, so it's not really bad at all. We're going to definitely take that. When you're in the early game, sometimes you don't get the lineups you want, and that's just something you're going to have to accept. We do have a heart in second position. Hopefully we can smash that with the leper and increase this fight's, not duration, but progress, literally by maybe... I don't want to just throw out random numbers to sound like random numbers, but I mean, if I get a critical, that's like 30 damage, so I'm going to accelerate. Oh, and 0 blights. Man, see, that's really bad. 0 blights is killer, because you figure that's like, what, 8 damage a turn missing right now. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. That's some... Thank goodness those bleeds went off. I'm actually going to try to stun the... Just stun one of these back rows, I guess. Healing isn't really too needed right now, so we're going to stun the back, do some damage. There we go. And now the leper's going to try to smash this. 14, literally the lowest end of damage possible. That is very frustrating because I was highly depending on the leper to get a good attack on one of those hearts, which is now in the third position, which is stunned, which is good, meaning no HP recovery. You always like to see that. And I might even attack it, or no, I'm not going to attack it directly. I am going to do that for another 6. We are going to play grenade it again. I'm going to be hurting pretty bad after this. I do have enough food, and I am going to take some more fights, because I want to get some more loot and stuff. Oh, man, I think I just lost my cultist. Probably first death right here. Yep. Ah, man. Alright. First death of the campaign. So what happened in this fight? Now that I'm pretty much at the end of it, let's talk what happened. Occultist is not a very good person for this fight. And there's my critical. Oh, screw you. Screw you, game. So yes, a leper and occultist are very bad at this fight. So what happened essentially is I couldn't pump out the damage or the heals I needed. And then I essentially ran into the issue, since I couldn't do that, it just went on too long. And when it goes on too long, the bleeds start stacking up, the Mauls of Life start stacking up. And so that's complete party error. None of that was really RNG. You could argue that the DOT's not going off on the Plague Doctor and the getting the lowest end of damage onto the leper actually killed off my cultist. I'm not going to blame them on that, because once again, I did take in 2 characters who aren't great. I just thought it was the first level flesh and I could get away with having bad party composition. Obviously I couldn't. That's on me. It's okay. I'm really not too fond of occultists at this point. I am sad I did take off a negative quirk on him and then have him die. So that's a little bit of a shame, but it's not the end of the world. And I'm even debating if I want to go in here and just take one more room, because I got some keys on me. It's pretty dangerous though, depending on the lineup we get, but we'll try it because we can always back out. And it's just these guys. I'll definitely kill the torch. Nice surprise. This should be relatively easy fight, and then it should be over. Still disappointed about how that last boss fight ended. I was doing pretty well with... Just want to make sure he won't die before... Okay. Yeah, I was doing pretty well with all the bosses, my characters, and all that, and then got to hear a little bit of bad RNG and bad party composition. And tell you what, man, that's all you need. It doesn't take more than one bad party composition and a miss RNG or 2 for a person to die. That's why no matter how much you play this game, you cannot get cocky, you cannot get relaxed. I knew the threat going in there, I just didn't really care. And obviously that resulted in a death, so I should have cared. But sometimes, you know, when you're in the early game, and I'm trying to move fairly fast, I could have easily have waited a week, but I didn't want to, and I paid for it dearly. That's all me, but that's okay. I just want you to know, if you're watching this, that I do take more of the self-blame, especially in situations like that. Wow, 2 diseases, Tucker, lepers level 3. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it was just a bad situation on my end, careless, so it's okay. I'm not really distraught. It's just annoying losing somebody. But if I was going to lose somebody, definitely in the early game where I need people constantly coming up, would be the time to lose them. So, and maybe, darn it, I could bring in another occultist. Don't really want to. I thought I had 2 cultists. Where'd I get rid of the one? Because, oops, oh shoot, dropping shit. Sorry, just wait. Oh boy. Alright, I'm back. I do need another Hound Master. So, Hound Master me up. I don't need 3 Highwaymen. I would love to have 3, but that's pretty excessive, so we're going to avoid that. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to take this Vestal out for a spin. Maybe in the Wardens here. The Weld just keeps giving me mediums, and I definitely don't want to do that. Medium veterans. I think I'll go do the Cove. Get the next boss to show up. Take that Houndmaster out here for a spin. Really not going to give too much to him because he doesn't have... What the heck am I setting up here? Throw Dagger, Shadow Fade, Lunge. So maybe there. Yeah, Vestal, I want to get to level 2. And I want to get him up. Really not sure what this party's looking like. Once again, it's kind of a random mishmash of stuff. See if there's any trinkets that can help. That's pretty good. He doesn't really have any of that stuff, so might as well put that on there. Cove Phobe. So we'll put that on there to cancel that stress. 5% protection, don't really care too much. Okay. Let's go do this. 1 stack of food. We got some dog treats. I'll take in 2 shovels. Try to get some lucky shovel curios. 1 anti-venom? Nah, not even. Hopefully we can find that stuff. Stack of torches. I don't need any laudanums right now. Let's go. What I really need to do is start making a lot more money than I am. Money's a little low right now. Ways I can get more money: I can start turning off the torch more, I can do torchless, or I can just stop removing negative quirks. That's pretty much the biggest one I can do. But I don't really have any plans to do that immediately because I believe eventually here I am going to get to the, what I want to call it, the mid game, and then those medium veteran dungeons should be able to get me a decent amount of loot. As long as I don't keep losing people, so we're going to try my best there not to lose people. It's never really the goal, but hey, sometimes just getting out alive is worth it. So what, this is week 20, that was week 22 I believe she stunned. There it is. Yeah, I believe that was week 22, so 1 death within the first 22 weeks. I can't recall my last game, that might be good, it may not be good. It was foreseeable death, as I said 100 times, so I'm not sad. Especially it being an occultist. There's a couple of people I do not want to die absolutely, such as the an Antiquarium or a Man-at-Arms. And the reason why I don't want them to die is I actually have specific uses and bosses for them. So if they die, it's a really big issue because I have to kind of rebuild them back up to where I want them to be and where I need them. Because I need a Man-at-Arms for 2 bosses in this game, and I need an Antiquarium for the Siren, as you saw earlier. So losing those guys is actually extremely painful. Losing a cultist is just essentially losing a healer. I don't care about too much because the heals aren't even that reliable. So yeah, I'm not really sad at all about that. Now the weird thing is my Grave Robber is getting focused very hard, and I'm hoping that stops because that could be my second character death depending on how they want to do this, because these 3 guys could easily kill her and there's not much I can do about that. So what I'm actually going to do is Retribution and make sure these 2 guys attack him and this guy can attack anyone else, and then I'm going to stun the front row just in case that grouper decides not to play nice and attack her. So now we're good. Stumbling Scratch is perfect. because then he's actually going to have to stumbling scratch, and now they're in this weird cyclical process. If this guy wins again, perfect, stunned, look at that, beautiful. And then I'm going to just dagger him so he can't go first, which means he'll have to stumbling, and then we can focus him. Seaward slash on the front dude, that's good, he has the most HP, and right there it is, stumbling scratch. Doesn't even hit, low accuracy, bad ability. We're just going to finish off the grouper, has the most damage. And I'm actually going to cry Havoc here to try to reduce a little bit of stress, because I also need to do Divine Comfort probably about 2 to 3 times, just to get my Grave Robber to a fairly comfortable spot. I'm just going to kill him because my Grave Robber went. And on the off chance he gets to go before me, hits me with a critical, it's going to be more damage against me than it would have been if I tried to just do another Divine Comfort. I do have to go this way, so that kind of sucks. 3 groupers. It's going to be a pretty painful fight depending on who they target. We're definitely going to have to focus fire. There isn't going to be a whole lot of... Now, I don't want to contradict myself, because I just said there's going to be a lot of focus fire. But if I can Retribution... What's your speed? 3? No. Okay. If I was thinking he could Retribution before one of these guys got to go, I would have. But they're going to probably both beat me. Yeah, so they're both going to beat me. So I didn't want to spread out the damage to have 3 attacks go. As I just said, we needed to focus fire. So that's something you have to consider when you have really low speeds. And the stun stone reduces 1 speed, so that's okay. As long as they do small spread damage, I'm actually cool with that, because obviously the ability to do Divine Comfort. And once again, we're going to focus fire, even though it's a lot of excess damage. I can now heal for 2 across everybody. Hopefully he gets focused. I'm actually going to Rampart, try to stun him. If I stun him, I can, there we go, I can get another round, say heal off. These 3 guys can fire in the back row. It's pretty good. Well, she's just doing too much damage. That's fine though. I still completely support what I did there. The idea was there, and I supposedly I could have bought like only 3 torches and I've been fine, but whatever. Alright, another fight. And I think I'm actually going to kill the torch at the end of this fight. I'm trying to debate... There's a lot of potential damage in this party, and we got to be really careful with who we let alive. Because it's either I'm going to take a lot of stress or I'm going to take a lot of physical, but I do believe I can heal physical slightly better right now. Dang it. The reason why I was still focusing the Cultist Witch there is because I really didn't want stressful incantations coming out, because it is a lot of stress, and they also have other row versatility stuff such as pooling and pushing, which is something I didn't really want her doing. I'm going to riposte once again for him to try to get targeted. There we go. He hits, but it's for 4. I get a 10 crit. That's just the win. I don't know what else to say. There's... Ooh, no. Okay. Oh, he was in the 3rd position, so that's the weaker ability. I am going to dagger just so she doesn't go again. She did not take a bleed ailment, which is a shame, because then I wouldn't have wasted a turn doing that. But you got to do what you got to do when you're at that point. Yeah, Rend for the Old Gods is the ability I want them to be using. And we're just going to finish off a damage dealer. And now we're going to take some turns to heal. She does have Divine. So what I'm going to do here is actually have... Might kill off that grouper. If it happens. But I'm going to... Shoot. I'm going to have her lunge, kicking her into the 3rd position. It's a lot of damage though. 10, okay. So that way I can just get 1 strong heal off on him, because I don't really care about 4. And I'm actually going to heal off that damage on him. Do that for 5, which is nice. And then we'll just kill shot. Oh shoot. I'm actually kind of happy he missed that, because like I said, I wanted to kill the torch. We're just going to do that. Not much more I could have done there. Hopefully this isn't painful. 6. Technically more damage than I healed for, so that's actually a shame. If anyone could have gone before him, that would have been better, but I kind of forgot that my Grave Robber wasn't going to be able to do a lot in the front row, so that's on me. Okay, and coming back through, obviously we got one dungeon down, not dungeon, we got one battle room down there, which is a shame because they made me walk to the up. Now I gotta walk down into the left, hopefully, and I already scouted, so I know it's at least bare minimal that room, and then at the most that room. Hopefully it's that, well, I kind of need to take all the fights, so even if I finish the dungeon, depending on my HP and food, I'll probably continue just to get more stuff, because I do need this to get me a lot of money. Okay. I'm gonna focus the Thrall, because the Thrall has stress damaging abilities and physical damaging, so I'd rather just take abilities that do physical damage because I can heal those up. And we are gonna heal for 2 HP. Probably get focused. I don't know. We're gonna shoot the gap. That's okay. I prefer them to shoot the gap. That way I can spread out my divine comforts. Really wish I would dodge here soon, but it's just not happening. That's okay. I am gonna try to stun again because her speed got reduced. Dang it. And bleed. Good. Oh, she beat him anyways. Excellent. So that's pretty much as good as that fight could have gone there right at the end. Got to maximize everything. Got to replace some HP. It was a good time. Getting many more crests, which is good. And I'm not going to increase the torch yet, just in case there's curios on this other side. I can get some more loot that way. I'm trying to be a little more cognizant about that. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little more, you know, dang it. Because if I would have increased the torch there, I could have potentially have lost out on more loot. Obviously, it being nothing is, you know, 0 times 100 is still 0. Ah, she took a trap. Dang.
That such missteps are the exception.
And I am going to torch up before this room, because it's probably the last battle fight. Yeah. Hoping it's the last battle fight, because once again I will be killing the torch on this. If it's not the last battle fight, well, I'm going to be rocking like 20 torch by the time I walk to that next room. Definitely a possibility, but hopefully not what is happening. Now these groupers are going to go before me. I do need to be wary about how much damage I take, because once again I actually don't know if this is the last fight or not. If it's not the last fight, I need to keep my HP at a respectable amount. If it is the last fight, well, whatever. As long as no one dies, we are good. The guard's okay, because I have a stun to get rid of that. So we're just going to actually dagger the guy in the middle. He didn't protect, and we'll also Hounds Harry the grouper in the middle. Or he'll die here. Yeah, say he'll die there. Spear fishing, once again, not a horribly offensive ability. We are going to stun him eventually. I'm actually going to Cry Havoc, try to reduce some of the stress. It's not a lot, but 2 is more than nothing. And we'll just heal. I actually could have stunned with Ray of Light there, and I probably should have, because like I said, at this point no one's going to die. But I guess I'm sorry, choking. But I guess that's the safe option, because if this isn't the last fight, I do need to have a respectable amount of HP going into the potential last fight. So that's actually not terrible. So I'm just going to do it again. I could have stunned for like 1 damage, but it's just not worth it. It's much better getting that HP back, even if this dungeon's going to be over. Because once again, I'm not sure exactly if it is over or not. Ooh, I was worried about a critical. And if I get to go, kill the torch. Sorry, kill the torch. There we go. Smack them down. We got some deeds going. We got some monies flowing. We're gonna eat some food, do the torch. And it was not the last room. So. Oh, it was last room. What the heck? That was delayed. So we're gonna see if there's any other curios or fights in here. I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, I guess I know it's not a battle room. So. Ooh, there we go. This could pay off dividends. Sorry, just wait, kill that. Do that. Oh, look at that. Looks like a lot. But it's actually, well, it's a decent amount. Okay. Perfect. Thank you guys for watching. Just reflecting, look at that, yeah, almost 10,000 gold. A lot of different stuff, some portraits, excellent. Hopefully no bad stuff. Flagellant and Weldphobe. We'll have to get rid of Weldphobe. The money I'm going to have to start keeping. I'm going to have to finally stop putting so much into negative quirks. And I'm also going to have to hope for some Vestals. Oh, it's just so disheartening. Goodness. I do need another Man at Arms, but this is starting to hurt. That's okay. We'll make do. I guess I should have brought that Occultist on board because he was my last healer outside of that Vestal. I just like to make it a little challenging, that's all. I'm not gonna increase the hero output of the stagecoach because I really do want to get to my next stage of weapons here. I could, but my roster would fill up right away. I guess I would get more. I can't even, well, it'd be one. I could do it, but I don't want to. I really want to start saving my crest and all that stuff for like better skills and whatnot. So I really don't want to be spending my crest on stuff where like I kinda need it, but it's not the worst case scenario where the world's ending if I don't. So I still have trinkets I can sell that I'm really not gonna use. Ooh, that's really good on the Plague Doctor. Where you at, Plague Doctor? Yeah, we'll do that. And like I can sell that. And now we're at 20,000 gold. See, no worrying here. We're all good. I really shouldn't even be buying that stuff because they're not going to be used for a little bit. So I should really be looking at people coming up. Yeah, there we go. Actually, everyone mostly has their stuff. That's pretty good. So that's good. That's good. And then I believe my next video will have this Sodden crew, which we will be taking in our friendly neighborhood jester. Someone has a camouflage cloak, right? I'm gonna need that for that fight. Show you how to beat the Sodden crew. Sorry, relatively easy. Someone's got it. There you are. All right, I'm gonna take that off. Yeah, you also don't need that protection stone. What is that? It's 1,000 gold, 750. Screw it. I guess you can keep it on. I'm not really fond on the move amulet, so I'm just gonna sell that for money. I sell a lot of my trinkets in the early game for money because some of them are good, some of them aren't. I think most of them really aren't worth it. Where's my do I have solo? Yeah, right there it is. So we'll need that, Alright. Pretty much all I'm gonna need. He has Holy Lance too. We'll buy that. That's all you need. That's all you need. I guess we'll get that too. Hound's Harry. All this money just getting sucked away right down the drain. It's painful, but I'm going to stop right there because I most likely need to buy provisions for a boss. The Hellions Hairpin's not something exactly I'm feeling. And not really feeling the Dark Tambourine. Thank you for watching and sticking around. Keep an eye out for the other videos to come.